welcome to Autzen Stadium, respected and feared by all opponents. This might be, per capita, the loudest place in college football. Very tough environment for any visitor. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Ducks will kick this away to start us off. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position.
Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Here's the second down play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. Just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Fired into a tight window and picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack. That sack makes it 3rd down. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for a deep completion. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Coverage team brings down the returner. Ducks offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with a good effort.
They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Pressure is coming. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. We'll call for the fair catch here. So here comes the Alabama offense back out of the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Here comes the handoff. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Touchdown, Bama. No chance to catch him.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0.
That makes the score Alabama 7, Oregon 0.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick off.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no. Turn here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Now it's second down here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, the defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain. I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, tie.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
With the extra point, the lead is 14.
That makes the score Alabama 14, Oregon 0.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick it off.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this drive. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And now the running back's got it again. Finding some room at the 25. He's stopping, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Well, nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Single back takes the handoff. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Oregon 0.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. In the clear at the 25. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Coming up, second down and goal. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. Now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though.
That makes the score Alabama 14, Oregon 7.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Pass on the play.
Fields it just outside the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets us started with the next drive.
That return backfires on them. Now, their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch and get a little bit closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. He's past the marker, still on his feet. And he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes a quick catch. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. They finally tackle him at the 4. That's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
I mean, the defense knew coming into this game that this guy was going to be a handful. They got to change things up. This guy's already got over 100 yards in this game, and we're in the first half.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Second down and goal, upcoming. And he'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Oregon. It was a foot race, and he won it.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Alabama. He's going to score. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
Automatic in the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Boy, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Quick throw, testing the middle. He pulls it in for a big gain. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
And the Ducks will try to keep this drive moving. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's inside the 40. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the +35.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. The Ducks with 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Hit just as he throws the ball, and it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quick throw over the middle. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments, come up with a stop? The catch is made for a huge pickup. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
A new set of downs after that completion. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run.
Gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. And a sophomore making an impact play. Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looks to his left and makes the completion. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback down to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
No, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And that one is no good. Remains at 14 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 45. Makes the defender miss. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He's going to take off here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Defense is coming after him. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Using his legs on the scramble. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Incomplete. He was hit.